Chelsea took on Middlesbrough in February 1996 in what was a mid-table clash, with both teams managed by former England players. Dutch legend Ruud Gullit, a summer signing by Glenn Hoddle, captained the Chelsea team, which was missing two of the Premiership's most commonly booked players. Dennis Wise and Mark Hughes were suspended. Hughes was on a 5-match ban. Chelsea were in good form though, and unbeaten since the turn of the year. Brian Robson's Middlesbrough boasted the best defence in the league early in the season and had been as high as 4th. However, they'd lost their last 5 games and were without their influential Brazilian Juninho. Your match commentator is John Champion.
Chelsea in the midst of their best sequence of the season. Middlesbrough in their worst. Crisp afternoon at Stamford Bridge. Not the biggest of crowds. Both these sides mired in mid-table. Chelsea with the incentive of knowing they can go 8th if they win, and given their run of 1 defeat in their last 11 games, it's not beyond the bounds of possibility that they could secure themselves a European place come the end of the season. So still plenty to play for. And Middlesbrough in urgent, desperate need of finding a result from somewhere after 5 consecutive defeats, during which they conceded 12 goals, including a 4-0 hammering at Everton. There's Fjørtoft. Neil Cox. Clayton Blackmore. Played out by Frank Sinclair for Chelsea. Cleared only as far as Chris Morris. Barmby. Åge Fjørtoft. He was a man who went to Swindon Town, but after Glenn Hoddle had left the club, here's Hignett, and Newton has tracked back. Fjørtoft. Hignett. That'll be a corner. Middlesbrough's season has been a strange affair so far. They've been as high as 4th. They won 6 and drew 3 of their opening 10 Premier League games. Much of that good work is counted for little because of their recent run. Craig Hignett will take this. Steve Vickers is up from the back. So was Pearson. The most convincing piece of goalkeeping by Kevin Hitchcock, and it's cleared by Terry Phelan. Presented to John Spencer. Peacock. Now the Romanian, Petrescu. Peacock on his outside. Spencer made contact. Bright opening this by Chelsea. 1 defeat since mid-November. Sinclair. Gullit. Petrescu. And Spencer's escaped the offside trap. And Middlesbrough are grateful that Pearson's able to scramble it away. Timing of the pass from Petrescu matched the timing of the run. Flag rightly stayed down. Brian Robson is finding it tough. His 2nd season in the job. Sinclair. Here's Petrescu. It's good defending by Morris. Out to Gullit. Had a big influence, Ruud Gullit, this season, as you would expect, as Glenn Hoddle expected from a player of his calibre. Peacock winning a throw from Cox. Eddie Newton, David Lee, Petrescu. It's Gary Walsh's ball. Unopposed. Fjørtoft has appealed for the throw. He's going to be disappointed. Up the cheeks from the Middlesbrough manager. A chilly afternoon. He's been linked with Boksic and Vialli this week, having had a trip to Italy, not though to monitor players, he tells us, but to study coaching methods. Hignett has won it well. Liddle, O'Halloran, Cox. Now Barmby. This is better from Middlesbrough. It's Fjørtoft. Smartly plucked out of the air by Hitchcock. The end of Middlesbrough's best move so far. Just beginning to get their passing going. Phelan. Newton. Morris in front of Petrescu. But here's Gullit. Now it's Peacock. And Chelsea have a corner conceded by Craig Liddle. Up from the back, Frank Sinclair. David Lee is going to take it once he's done his gardening. Oh, and Peacock has guided it in! Didn't seem much of a threat when he swung his boot at it, but it was enough to beat Gary Walsh. It was a trundler of a shot. 1, 2, 3 bounces and in. And was Ruud Gullit standing in an offside position? I think you know that maybe he was. And he was obstructing the goalkeeper's view. That's tough on Middlesbrough. Gullit. Hignett. Given away to Peacock. Middlesbrough will be cursing their luck. A, that Gullit wasn't flagged offside, and B, that the goal came just as they were starting to play. There's Spencer, it's 2-0. And from being in a position where they were finding their feet nicely, Middlesbrough have had both legs swept from beneath them. First by Peacock, and now by the Scot John Spencer. Petrescu's perceptive pass. Spencer still had plenty to do. It's a good finish back and across Walsh. Petrescu. Chelsea looking increasingly dangerous. They've not lost here since Manchester United beat them 4-1 way back in October. And they don't seem to be missing those suspended players, Dennis Wise and Mark Hughes. Lee's pass. Here's Petrescu. There's a good opportunity to make it 3. That's why they've acquired Dan Petrescu. He loves to get forward, gives them an extra dimension on that right side. Lee. Petrescu to Spencer. Gullit. Spencer. And here is Ruud Gullit, and he's had a look up, and he's set up Peacock! Lovely ball from Gullit. His talent remains undimmed at the age of 33. So aware of what's around him, knew that others had better positions from which to score. And Peacock was the lucky recipient for his second. I asked about a handball against Steve Vickers. Keith Cooper plays on. Newton. Sinclair. Barmby. Åge Fjørtoft. Upped over by Hitchcock, who's been generally underemployed. He's always had an eye for goal, the Norwegian. Showed that at Swindon. Gullit. Blackmore. Morris. Now Barmby. Foul by Gullit. Good piece of business that brought Ruud Gullit from Sampdoria in the summer. Fjørtoft. Good effort. And a decent save too by Hitchcock. Already the game looks beyond Middlesbrough, but at least they're still coming forward and trying to find something. Cox. Fjørtoft on the turn. They look pretty lacklustre, Middlesbrough. It's difficult for a side that's lost 5 on the trot. Suddenly their defence has started shipping goals at an alarming rate. They conceded 4 in their first 10 games, 12 in their first 18 and 14 in their last 6. And it could well be 6 defeats on the bounce for them, because they are really struggling against a vibrant Chelsea team. A goal for John Spencer. 2 more swept past Gary Walsh by Gavin Peacock. And it's all looking pretty hunky-dory for the home side as they troop off for their words of advice and wisdom from Glenn Hoddle in the dressing room. Half-time score here, Chelsea 3, Middlesbrough 0. The Stamford Bridge regulars in good voice. Just had the crowd figure through, 21,060. And Chelsea seeking to build on a very impressive half-time lead. Scored a couple of excellent goals too. And Middlesbrough, frankly, rarely threatened. Gullit. Busy week coming up for Middlesbrough too. They have FA Cup duty. They face Wimbledon in the coming week. Newton. Lee. Spencer held off the ball by Neil Cox. Hignett. Sinclair's header back. And Hoddle says he's getting a buzz from watching his team in their current form. Peacock fouled. Wave of acknowledgement from the perpetrator, Craig Hignett. Here's Gullit. What vision. Petrescu, applause for the pass ringing round. Now a chance for Furlong. It's 4 for Chelsea. And that goal owes everything to the quality of the crossfield ball from Ruud Gullit. Laser guided to Dan Petrescu. Spencer made the dummy run on the outside, creating space for Paul Furlong to sweep in Chelsea's fourth. Classic team goal, but a wonderful individual part played in it by Ruud Gullit. Nigel Pearson. Blackmore beaten in the tackle by Newton. Chelsea cut the jib of a side enjoying their football. And who wouldn't at 4 up? Petrescu. Lee. They go into the top 8 of the English Premier League if they win today. And here's Phelan. Nigel Pearson away. Good control by Hignett. Given away by Pearson. And every time Chelsea have possession they look dangerous. Spencer forward. Oh, here's Peacock. Goalkeeper hesitated. Gavin Peacock has a hat-trick. He's the first Chelsea player to score 3 goals in a Premier League game. His unselfish work for others makes him hugely popular amongst the Chelsea players, and they certainly won't begrudge him this moment. Walsh stayed at home for far longer than he should have done. The margin now equals Chelsea's biggest ever win over Middlesbrough. And to find the previous time that it was 5-0, you have to go back to 1952. Question is, with half an hour to play, how many more? For Middlesbrough, it can only be damage limitation from here on in. Here's Gullit seeking to cause more damage. But the damage is inflicted by Chris Morris. And Keith Cooper has gone to his pocket. There's a scything challenge on Gullit. He was almost inviting it, but that's no defence. Mr. Cooper from Pontypridd. Yellow card, Chris Morris. Pearson. Lee for Chelsea. Chelsea supporters going through their set of favourite anthems. Wilkinson. It wasn't a bad effort. There's Chris Morris coming through from left back. 1-2 with Wilkinson. And a shot that started off on target and just swung away. Enough to concern Kevin Hitchcock momentarily. Look, a good bet to improve on last season's finishing position of 11th. Second season in a row in English football's top division. Unless they don't yet look capable of emulating the only previous Chelsea team to win the league title back in 1955 under Ted Drake, they do appear to be heading in the right direction. Here's Barmby for Middlesbrough. O'Halloran. Hignett. Here's Cox. That's what Middlesbrough have been reduced to. Efforts, hopeful efforts from long range. Cox challenges. Barmby. Neil Cox. Just isn't Middlesbrough's day, and they haven't had many good days recently at all. Brian Robson thought they'd hit a low point with a 4-0 defeat at Everton. But Gavin Peacock's hat-trick means they're in for a heavier beating today, although Gary Walsh should really have prevented the third. Desperately slow in coming out. There's Wilkinson's effort. Moment of ill fortune for Middlesbrough and their substitute striker. Cox, ball still in play. Now it isn't. Paul Wilkinson a matter of inches away from at least pulling one back. He's been a good, reliable goal scorer for a long time, Wilkinson. Waded up nicely. Hit across it and it swerved beyond the keeper but not the post. Vickers. The last thing Middlesbrough and their supporters now need is a 260-mile journey home. Final whistle comes as a blessed relief to Brian Robson's Middlesbrough. But for Chelsea, it's a record Premier League win, their best ever. A first Premier League hat-trick for the club for Gavin Peacock. A couple of wonderful assists by Ruud Gullit and plenty to admire in the all-round team display of a side that has now lost only one of their last 12 games, going back some 3 months, and is definitely upwardly mobile. Furlong also a scorer today. But for Middlesbrough, as the Chelsea fans sing Ruud Gullit's name, it is their worst defeat under the management of Brian Robson, and it is 6 defeats in a row for the North-Easterners now. Here it's finished Chelsea 5, Middlesbrough 0.
So one-way traffic, and Gavin Peacock outstanding while scoring Chelsea's first Premiership hat-trick on a Sunday. They would eventually finish the season in 11th, but controversy followed when Glenn Hoddle was hired as the England coach, Ruud Gullit replacing him. Middlesbrough were thankful for their good start to the season because the team went into free fall over the final 19 games, picking up just 4 points from 27 at home and finishing 12th.